Hello children, today we are going to discuss the basic economic entities. Basic economic entities. There are four basic economic entities. They are, first one, consumer. Second, producer. Third, households. And the fourth, government. So we have these four basic entities: consumer, producer, households and government. Today we are going to discuss the role of these four entities. Let's begin with a consumer. What do you mean by a consumer? A consumer can be an individual person, a consumer can be a group of individuals, or you can say an institute is also a consumer. Consider your school. Your school is an institute, but it can be a consumer because it consumes all consumer goods like blackboard, pen, pencil, books, chalk, duster, eraser, table chair, etc. So, what is the role of a consumer? The role of a consumer is it consumes goods and services. Consumer consumes goods and services to maximize its utility. Then let's come to the producer. Producer is actually the production unit. What is the meaning of production unit? Production unit is a place where commodities are produced. So how will the producer play a role in an economy? The first role which the producer plays, producer will produce goods and will sell these goods in the market. While selling these goods, in turn, the producers earn product price. Clear? Next, the next role of a producer is producer purchases, that means buys. A producer will purchase factors of production. This has already been explained to you previously. What is factors of production? Factors of productions are four types: land, labor, capital and enterprise. But when we talk about a production unit, we will come across land, labor, raw materials, machineries, etc. Okay. Next, let's move on to the households. Households, like producers are production units. Households are consumption units. Okay. So what role will the consumption units play? Very simple. Consumption units will consume. Their first and the foremost role is they consume goods and services. Okay? And the second role that they play is the consumers are actually the suppliers of all the factors of production. So they supply factors of production. Now how do you understand this? Suppose we talk of a person who goes out to work. So what is he supplying? He is supplying his labor. In turn, he is earning wages. So like that, when we see for the producer, we see the producer purchase factor of production, and when we see for the households, we see that the households supply the factors of production. So producer will purchase land, and in turn land will earn rent. Producers will purchase labor and labor will earn wage. Okay. The last entity, that's a government. Government is a very important entity. Why? Because it plays a very vital role in being a consumption unit and also being a production unit. It is both. Now what the government does, the government imposes tax on all the people, collects the revenue from the tax and then utilizes this revenue. How does the government utilize this revenue? The government utilizes the revenue in two ways. One, consumption expenditure, and second, investment expenditure. So the government is using the money which it earns from revenue for consumption purpose, like buying food grains, say buying tables and chairs, fans, machines for all sort of public sector companies. And investment expenditure means the government invests in building up of roads, railways, bridges, hospitals, educational institutes, even large-scale industry which is the backbone of any economy. Okay, so in a nutshell what we can say that the government has many roles to play. The government first provides public service. What is the meaning of public service? I am giving you a very simple example. Defense. Spends money on the defense. Second, it spends money on consumption expenditure. I have explained it just now. Then it spends money on investment expenditure. This also I have explained just now. Fourth, regulates supply of money. Regulates money supply means the government can print money and put it in the market. How? With the help of the banks. Reserve Bank of India in India or central banks all throughout the world, they have the sole authority to print money, and this is basically governed, or you can say controlled entirely by a government in any country. So the government decides when the money supply needs to be increased or when it needs to be decreased in an economy. And the last, formulates policies. There can be many policies which the government formulate. The government can formulate industrial policies. Government can formulate export policy, import policy. Even tax policies are formulated by the government. So in a nutshell, these are the roles which are played by these four basic entities in an economy. Now let's see their exchange function. It's a very simple exchange function that they have among each other. I'm going to explain the exchange function taking into consideration only two entities at a time. The two entities which I'm going to consider here are, this is the exchange relationship or function, as you can say. I'm considering only two entities, household and firms. Okay, how they coordinate with each other. Households give what? There is a flow of factor services from the households to the firms. The household gives factors to the firms for production. In turn, the firms pay them That's known as factor payments. Now, so household is earning the factor payments. What is the household doing with this income? The household is buying the commodities which is made in the firms. So, what we see here, the households are given with commodities from the firm. In turn, the households, what do? They pay money for the commodities. Okay, it's a very simple exchange relationship between two entities. Okay, the next part of this chapter will be explained in the next class. Thank you.